Alright, so this is a developer commentary. I am Ryan Lockhart, also known as Not Umpire, and I'm the main developer. And if you want to introduce yourself, my compatriot.
I'm Don Mattis. I am the marketing and audio lead. I'm helping with assorted other things related to the project.
That sounds accurate. Alright, so this is just going to be a developer commentary where I play the game to the best of my ability and just get a feel for what the game's actually about. Because I did a video before that was kind of a pseudo tutorial, and it really didn't serve well as dedicated gameplay. But this should, because I was playing it earlier and I was kind of getting into the groove of it. So there is a campaign preview right now on this build of the game, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll just play in free play. And I'm going to start out with Calyptrot. Fucking meta and stupid, I'm sorry. So
He's already got metas.
Alright. So I'm just going to play at normal speed. So I am very far away from most of the enemies. So starting out, you just want to collect some bones, and if you hit Control G, you can open up the selector wheel, and you can swamp through all of them. But I'm just going to keep the calcitic invocation selected. So I hit Q, I can, there we go. Summon a skeleton, and I'm going to just get some bone armor, because you don't want to be walking around without armor most of the time. That's when you're vulnerable. The more blood you consume, the higher your maximum health becomes. But you start out the game with one health.
Here we are.
So yeah, there. Now I'm out of armor, but so you can engage directly in combat if you really want. You just have to have armor on. But of course, it's preferable to summon a skeleton, as long as they don't eat shit. But he did, so. Yeah, you can consume the skeletons, by the way. That's how you get your resources. So, for example, I now have 3 maximum armor, and the skeletons, when you consume them, they give you 1 point of armor. So the general thing is you can consume the catalyst to improve the stats, like the maximum, but you have to actually consume your own minions to convert those into any of the current stats. This ladder sucks, because it's a cackling shackle, so you need to surround it with 4 or more pools of ectoplasm, and that's a tall order, because ectoplasm is pretty rare in the early game. But there is a bulbous shackle, I believe is what this one's called. No, it's a festering shackle, my bad. You need to surround that one with filth, and I am out of armor, so let me just spawn a few of these, and of course the UI still needs some work. Realistically, whenever you have an invocation or a domain selected, and you go to summon a minion with a right or with an invocation, it should tell you what the invocation is. So it should probably pop up an image of the book that you're using, and probably should also tell you how many more you can summon. What's in your satchel. You shouldn't have to bring up this radial menu. The radial menu should just be for quick select. So, but yeah, this is oh man, they're all missing. that was a rarity. And as you might notice, my satchel is full of blood, flesh, and cerebra. So that's why I'm not picking up any of the other stuff on the ground. I'm only picking up bones because I'm still using the bones. So every time that I summon, the other thing you might have noticed is that my fatigue's not going up. So in this build of the game, unlike the one that I showed off previously, I added a new mechanic where the if you have the invocation, it gives you a discount on fatigue costs. So it basically represents kind of a mastery on your part of the rite. The rite is a really basic thing, so it makes sense to me that if you have the invocation for a given rite, you're able to use it basically for free. And that's did an adventurer just disappear off the map? Oh, it's because he shattered and then he immediately went up the ladder. Okay. I had a mini heart attack. What the fuck's going on, dude? But yeah, the adventurers and the mercenaries and the paladins, they have that background morale system, so they can decide to just scamper away. And why is there no blood here? Who died here? I don't know. Some weird shit you might see in this build.
Perhaps you picked it up.
My blood, the satchel for blood was full, so I'm not sure about that. And the other thing is I need to look for more downlanders, because, and this is something I needed to test out, because in the previous build, you're restricted by rights. So let me just bolster my armor a little bit, just get it to full, and then we can keep going. I'm at about 6 armor now, so honestly, I think I could probably take Tribulation. I just gotta fill up my my satchel. So because Tribulation is, I think he was running away, or maybe he wasn't. I'm not sure. There was a bug that I also fixed in this build of the game where if an adventurer, if they shattered and they ran away and you attacked them, they could retaliate and try and hit you back. Now they shouldn't be able to do that. If they're running away, they can't basically fight back. So that was a bug, and there's probably at least one more latent bug in here where if you go incorporeal into a wall, they can still attack you while you're in the wall, which absolutely they should not be able to do. They should not be able to attack you through a wall. But yeah, I need to start looking for a down ladder, because if there's a humorous shackle on one of these down ladders, we can definitely descend a level. And as you can see down here, my score, I'm at 160. I currently have a 0.6 multiplier. And your multiplier will go up if you have a more hostile disposition for your patron. So Clipdrop really doesn't really give a shit about me, and that kind of makes sense. She's the goddess of the dead, and that's kind of her personality in lore anyways. But as a gameplay mechanic, currently it's all just random chance what the gods think of you. But I would like to eventually get kind of like distributions based on the gods in world. So, for example, this mercenary is really tough. He's putting up a really good fight. There it is. There it is. The adventurer shattered at the sight of a fresh skeleton. Fucking pussy. Fucking really? You're running away from a skeleton? Oh man. But yeah, they are just trash fodder. That's what the adventurers are. They're not really too much of a threat unless they're in gigantic numbers. At that point, it's just a bunch of chihuahuas. ripping your ankles apart. And there's some ichor. So the ichor, most often, oh, and you just saw it happen live. That's when rotted bones rot away into ichor, and it's a really good resource. So the one thing I forgot to mention is in this build of the game, the new build, you should actually get several. Oops, you should get several. Oh, and there's Ymir's Shackle there. So we have about 5. So I think if I just camp here. How many minions do I still have running around the map? None. So this should go quickly. Let me just turn up the game speed and let them all... That's not good. That's a Skulker. He might fuck us up. So one of the pairs of bones are where I wanted them. One of them is not, but that's okay. So let me just summon a few skeletons to prop up my amount of armor, and then we just want these guys to just trickle in and die right on top of this ladder. So just make sure you hold control when you're moving like that, moving onto objects you don't want to consume. So we have enough energy to use a Acidic Invocation, so I'm going to control move onto there, and then I make sure that I have the right one. Alt E, press 5. That's how you say where you want to do the invocation, and the invocation pulls from the map itself, not from your satchels. So we spawn 5 skeletons, and if you recall from earlier, I said that you need to spawn a minimum of 4 to be able to unshackle this ladder. And as you can see, the ladder is now unshackled. So we did what we wanted. We could descend a level if we wanted to at this time, which I might. But let me just fill up on the rest of this ichor. Looks like I'm full. I kind of want to fill up my armor, because obviously, as you can see, I'm now at 6 of 10. My armor is really buffed up. So let me just let these guys fight. Oh wow, I am really rolling poorly here on some of these skeletons. Is this guy running away? Why is he going that way? Okay, whatever. And then that guy runs away. Let's see. So I'm at about half my armor, which I can live with that. And there is a ton of adventurers over there, right by the ladder. Let me, oh, now I'm letting my my armor get drained here a little bit. So let me just grab the last bits of this. This probably isn't good enough to go into a tribulation, and actually I'm going to be greedy and try and grab these. Actually, it looks like I have a full satchel, but I don't think there's a portal on this map, because the portal spawn is guaranteed if there's no if there's nothing you could theoretically unshackle. But I can now descend a level, and this is a feature I love. If there was blood on the on the tile above, it'll pool down from the ladder. I know, a little bit of a dumb feature, but I love it. I personally love it. I don't know where this adventure is going. This may actually... Oh. Nope, there was no bug. Oh yeah, that's right. So the adventurers, they want to be within leash range of mercenaries or paladins. They prefer being near paladins, and mercenaries want to be near paladins. So they should clump together into big groups based on their basic rules. So excellent, but that's another mercenary, and mercenaries drain the crap. And you can see this adventurer is moving away, which leads me to believe there is a mercenary on the field somewhere, you'd think. Yep, there is one on the field. There's the mercenary. Mercenaries are pretty dangerous, because they do 2 damage in 1 attack, but you gotta remember that there's 2 rounds of attacking, basically every combat, because if you attack them, they get to retaliate against you. And then on their turn, they'll attack you, and you get to retaliate against them. So that's one of the nuances to combat in Necrowarp, and one of the reasons why I recommend you do not fight directly, because your minions can take the brunt of the damage for you. And as we can see, there is a lot of boys out there. We might actually be in a bit of a pickle here. I think I might have enough. Nope, I do not have enough. Okay, that was terrifying. I almost died there. And why can't I use this? Oh no! Oh no, that's why. That's why we're having so much trouble. There's a ton of spawns because Calypdrot is sadistic. So the spawn rates increase when your patron is sadistic, and the cost to use calcitic, basically any spell is increased across the board. So we have at most 5 energy, and our calcitic invocation costs 8. So if you go down a level and you get a sadistic roll, which I did, it's not great. So, I mean, we're still getting a discount of -4, but it's not enough. So, I'm actually gonna. Oh, excuse me. I almost died there too. It's kind of sketchy. Let me get some armor on and keep going from there. I want to see, this is a humongous wave. I don't really know if then this is the kind of gameplay where we'll really figure out whether this is fair or not, you know. That was lucky. I might just need to teleport away from here. Try and get some more. There's not a great place where all the bones are clumped up. But what I can do is just to kind of like play them for fools. So now most of them should have moved away from there. And we can see there's some bones over there, so I'll teleport over here, grab, spawn, grab more bones, because I kind of leashed them away from where I wanted to be, and I'm realizing this. And I actually do like this for gameplay. You kind of got to play tactically in this. Because if you don't, you just get killed. And the other, well.
So you burned through the first batch of bones and are being chased.
Yeah.
That
by,
mob.
yeah. So. And there we go. But, as you can see, I have maximum armor now, so I am basically a tank. So, now what I'm being kind of gated on is not being able to upgrade my energy. My energy is stuck at 5 out of 5, and I want to get it to 8 at least. which maybe is a reason why you don't descend earlier than you ought to, because like me, I went down too early, and now I might be fucked. But of course, it's a roguelike, so just start over.
So what's gonna tell someone that they're going down too early?
Losing. I don't know what you want me to say.
No, I mean, like if a player's sitting at the top of a ladder, they're thinking, "Hey, I want to maybe go down this level." What would they be using to measure their preparedness for that, essentially?
In my opinion, when you go down a ladder, my goal would be to have full armor, and to have, based on what invocations and rights you have, full satchel of that. You want to be full on your satchel, because it'll be a fresh and possibly bigger wave. Because remember, when you go down a ladder, your patron's disposition changes. So if Calypdra was apathetic, you have there's a risk and a reward. She's either going to be more cooperative or less cooperative, or she could just stay the same. But odds are it's going to change. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse. So you just want to be prepared, because if she does become sadistic, and as you might notice, we are getting a shit ton of score because we have a 1.7 multiplier. So obviously, if you're going for a high score, gosh, that is so many of them. I don't know what the wave size is right now, but doing this... Oh, and we're going to... Yeah, I think we might lose, actually, because the Battle Monk is basically impossible to deal without a special unit. Unless we have no ectoplasm, so... I mean, that couldn't even bail us out anyways. But I don't know what rights I have, you know what I mean? And that's one of the problems. We should have some of these rights. I have the Sanguine right, so I can summon Bloodhounds. But as you can see, that generates fatigue, so I have to walk 2 steps every time I summon Bloodhounds. Oops. But Bloodhounds are very fast. They move like the wind. And at least it's something to get rid of, you know, because we had all that blood just sitting around. And you want to consume blood to get more health slots, and if you get more health slots, you can survive longer without armor. And right now, armor and health are about the same, but my goal is so that the player specifically takes half damage when they have armor, and then they take full damage to their health bar. So that would give armor a purpose beyond just being a second health bar. And yeah, we don't have anything terribly great. If I have the galvanic right, we might be cooking, but it does not look like we have it. So, do we have abominations? Nope. We don't have any filth. We have some ichor. Did we get that? Nope. So, my guess here is that you start. So the dowry system, I guess to explain it, is we always get the calcitic right because we get the calcitic invocation. And then beyond that, we get 3 random rights. And it looks like I got the blood one. And since I couldn't use this ravenous or galvanic, it's got to be either wretched or infernal, because I tried cerebral and that didn't work earlier. So yeah, we don't have the cerebral one. So it has to be ectoplasm that we're missing. So it must be ectoplasm and filth. But so far, at least I haven't seen it. Maybe we'll see it in the VOD, but I have not seen a drop of filth. Ooh, there's a tribulation there. So these turbulent portals, those take you to tribulation. My satchel is not full. And as we stand, precise warp costs fucking 4. Oh, it's so expensive. This is going to be a gamble, but looking at this, oh no. I just fucked myself. Oh, wait. That's the thing. The player is undodgeable. So if I can Oh shit. So I was able to kill it, but now I'm like blown through all my armor. So let me just let the rest of them come over here and then pick all this shit up. I might as well show off the oh yeah, it's because I don't have the right one selected. I might as well show off Tribulation. There is a decent chance I just get turbo fucked by like a group of 16 paladins, which is just RNG at that point. Sorry, buddy. That's just roguelikes. And I'm not getting rid of that because it's hilarious. But yeah, once I get... and this is the other thing. You might have seen this smelly flesh. That's a new thing. Smelly flesh is my attempt at... Oh, wait. Why can't I use... Oh, there's a mansling. So if you might have noticed it, but my spells are blocked. I can't use my spells. And that means there must be a mansling over here. Yeah, there he is, fucker. But I think he's the last or second to last. Oh, there's a Tetvo over there, and he's getting big, actually. I don't know if I want to deal with him. So let's just go to that... let's just go to that portal over there. And remember, you can always speed up the game if you want to move around faster. It's a little difficult to control under duress, but like if you want to cross a large gap, you can do that. So yeah, let's just let's see what we're dealing with. So there's a gateway. This is 21 Ladies of the Mist. This could be a cakewalk. It depends on, did we get 2 of them? If there's 2 gateways, we still could be fucked. Yeah, there's 2 gateways. Oh no! It's 9 hex eaters. Oh, we are so fucked, man. Oh no! If we win this, oh dude. All right, I'm gonna open with some bloodhounds, but I think we might be toast. Oh fuck!
These are they're big boys, aren't they?
Yeah. So these are basically some of the best units in the game. The one benefit, and if we can bait them onto some bones, we can one-hit them. We can one-hit kill them, right? Because I have Calcify, and you can use Calcify to turn bones into walls. So if any of them walk over bones while getting to me, we can kill them. And of course, I'm just going to spam out as many bloodhounds as I can. Looks like we're out of bloodhounds. I have full armor, so let's just spam out everything we can and hope for... And there's a shit ton of ectoplasm there. My goal... And, oh, we're already starting to fight, so let's see. If I can get some chromalies up, this will even the fight out. But I don't know if I have this right. Oh! I do! Okay, this might be winnable. Because if the chromalies go into a wall, they should be able to cheese pretty heavily. Because the chromalies, they have the dodge chance, right? Oh, we won. Okay. Well, maybe chromalies are a little OP. Because they just made light work of the Hex Eaters. So the thing with the chromalies is they have a dodge chance. A pretty high dodge chance. I think it's like 50%. And their attacks cannot be dodged. They always hit. So, yeah. We just won that, actually. I was shitting myself. I guess for no reason.
It might... For something that strong, it might make sense to give up the cost, or I would say maybe give them a vulnerability, like a unique one.
Yeah, the kind of the vulnerability here is you need ectoplasm to spawn them, right? And normally ectoplasm is pretty hard to get your hands on, you know.
But you just kind of got the
I got lucky because some Ladies of the Mist spawned. Ladies of the Mist are fodder too, so not fodder, but they are they're a support unit, right? So, but yeah, we have a full satchel of ectoplasm, so the chrome release will come in handy. And we got a cerebral invocation out of that, so we should be able to use a cerebral right, unless I missed that. And if I did, I apologize. But yeah, see that? We now have a cerebral invocation. Oh, and it costs 20! It costs 20 energy to use. No! No. So you might have noticed that our energy scales with Cerebra. So we need to start spending Cerebra so we can pick more up. Because if we consume the Cerebra, we'll get more energy slots. So yeah, you do kind of get dicked over by RNG, but another thing, I don't know if I want to get rid of that, you know, because it's part of the charm of a roguelike. Dealing with random bullshit, you know. But again, and that's another cool thing, is I don't know if you saw it there, but the bubbling metal, that's that was a fun sprite to work on. But yes, this is the collapsing portal. That's how you return. So, well, that's a run ender.
There we go. We got pretty far before we got hit by any bugs, though, man.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
Snowball got rolling, man. The ball got rolling.
I had full armor, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to come back from this, because it just looks like...
This is a bug, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where we are. We're still in the underworld, so... But yeah, this is a 100% a bug, so... Maybe I need to put some more work into this special edition release, or don't use a collapsing portal. One of the two. Yeah, I'll patch this, but it's a good place to end the stream. I think it did show off a decent amount of gameplay, I think, right?
Oh, big time, yeah. It showed off the... you got a little taste of almost the macro of the game, in that you can see how the character is supposed to scale as you go forward. And we
right.
couldn't quite get that because, we got dicked over by the RNG, but we also saw how we can get out of that kind of situation with that ectoplasm drop that totally turned those tables in our favor during that tribulation.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I think with free play, I want to leave it as a random rights, because obviously I didn't get to choose my 3 extra rights. You're supposed to get 4 rights to start with, and then whatever your dowries are. I didn't choose those, but if I did choose them, I would definitely pick Cerebral, right? Because, you get gated on energy, you're done. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. That was our gameplay commentary. If you do watch this, thank you. Yep, version 0.1.3. It's a bit of a dated versioning system, so the next release will be 0.50, provided I don't patch it before I do a major release. And that will have the new GPU rendering and the new UI system. So I will have done a ton of UI fixes by the time that releases. So, but yes, thanks for talking with me here, DJ. It's
not a problem. Very enlightening stream.